Om Shri Sai Ram. My most humble prostrations at the divine lotus feet of our beloved Bhagawan. My pranams to our respected elders, sisters and brothers, and to all the wonderful children of the loving Sai family. Once again, I am happy to welcome all of you to yet another soulful edition of Saicast. I have the pleasure of placing before all of you today the divine message of Bhagawan, which is titled, A Stitch in Time Saves Nine. In this message, Swami speaks about an age-old saying which says, A stitch in time saves nine. After explaining the actual literal meaning of this saying, Swami goes on to connect this old saying with your spiritual lives and your spiritual sadhanas. Swami says that if you are a seeker on the spiritual path, then whatever wrong thoughts and weaknesses you have should be identified and removed in the early stages itself. Otherwise, these bad habits will trouble your spiritual life for a longer period of time. Better to stitch them up and block them and remove your problems in the early stages itself. This saying also means that all your doubts as a sadhaka should be sorted out in the initial period instead of sleeping over it, as otherwise they will grow into demons inside your mind and would disturb your spiritual life. Swami further adds that you all must keep this useful saying in your heart always and act promptly on anything without endlessly sleeping over it. Always believe in the theory of now. Just do it now and finish it. The now is important. This is the inner spiritual meaning of this aptly coined saying, a stitch in time saves nine, says Swami. Let us now listen to the divine message as dictated by our beloved Bhagawan. Sai Ram. Om Shri Sai Ram. A stitch in time saves nine. A stitch in time saves nine is an old saying. This saying is fully valid even to this day. What does it actually mean to convey? In literal parlance, it says that if your cloth has started to tear at some place, then you should stitch it up immediately so that further tearing of the said piece of cloth is arrested. In other words, if you have not put the stitch in time during the initial stages itself, then the garment would tear further, in which case you will be required to put at least 9 more stitches, as by then it would have been torn so badly. This is the literal meaning of the above mentioned saying. But let us see from a spiritual angle, what does it convey? Swami wishes to say that this saying perfectly fits into the spiritual aspect of your lives. How is it, you may ask? Let me briefly explain it to you. If you are a seeker, a pilgrim on the path laid down by God, then whatever wrong thoughts or bad habits or weaknesses you have should be checked and removed in the beginning itself. Otherwise, the same set of bad habits lingers and continues to trouble you in your spiritual life. This can also lead to huge downfalls. So if you ignore to put that one stitch in time, you may have to put hundreds of stitches to get out of the same problem, which over time would have become a very bad habit. It also reveals that whatever doubts and clarifications you have should be cleared in the initial period itself instead of sleeping over it. If not attended to promptly, these doubts will slowly grow into a huge Rakshasa, that is, a demon, and will disturb you endlessly. It will not allow you to proceed properly on the spiritual path. In conclusion, Swami wishes to convey that whatever it is which is causing any kind of inconvenience must be attended to promptly without sleeping over it for months. Do not delay for a few more days what has to be attended to now. Just do it. The now is important. Always be in the now. This is the inner spiritual meaning of this very aptly coined saying. Do keep this golden saying always in your heart and take timely action where needed and save yourselves. Swami's blessings to all my children. With love, your Baba. Jai Sai Ram.